Hi, my name is Azael Martinez, and I'm partnered up with Samuel Martinez, and we're Group 8. Our topic is: should steroids and hormones be used on food animals? History and background. The use of hormones on animals began in the early 20th century. While experimenting with animals, they discovered the isolation of insulin. They discovered This discovery was done by Frederick Banting and Charles Best in 1921, which later revolutionized the treatment of diabetes for humans and animals. During the 1930s and 50s, after researchers made the discovery of hormones being able to help with diabetes, they decided to explore the potential of use of hormones on agricultural animals. The experiments focused on understanding the effects of various hormones on growth, reproduction, and milk production in livestock. During the 1950s and 70s, the post-World War II era saw a significant advancement in the use of hormones for growth promotion in livestock. Hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and synthetic compounds like zearalenol gained popularity for their ability to stimulate muscle growth and increase feed efficiency. During the 1970s and 80s, reproductive hormones became increasingly important in animal agriculture for controlling estrous cycles and improving breeding efficiency. 1990s and present. Bovine somatropin (BSC), also known as bovine growth hormone (BGH), emerged as a controversial hormone used to increase milk production in dairy cows. Despite being approved for use in some countries, concerns about its impact on animal health and milk quality led to its ban in several regions. Here in this image, we can see the growth of chickens with hormones during the 1957, during 1978, and 2005. As you can tell, the weight in grams is a lot different compared from 1957 to 2005 due to the use of hormones. Non-ethical aspects. Residues in food. Hormones administered to animals can leave residues in meat, milk, and other animal-delivered products. These residues may pose health risks to consumers, including disruptions to endocrine function and increased cancer risk. Antibiotic resistance. Some hormones used in animal agriculture, particularly growth-promoting hormones, may contribute to the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This can pose significant public health challenges by reducing the effectiveness of antibiotics in treating human infections. Water contamination. Hormones extracted by hormone-treated animals can enter water sources through runoff from agriculture fields or reaching from manure storage facilities. These hormones can disrupt aquatic ecosystems and pose risk to human health if they contaminate drinking water sources. Impact on wildlife. Hormones used in animal agriculture can also affect wildlife populations, particularly those living near agriculture areas. Endocrine disrupting hormones may interfere with reproductive process in wildlife, leading to population declines and biodiversity loss. Health risk. The use of hormones in animal agriculture can pose to health risks to animals themselves. Hormone implants or injections may cause pain, discomfort, or adverse reactions in treated animals, compromising their welfare. Cancer risk. Some studies suggest that potential link between hormone residues in animal products and an increased risk of certain cancers, including breast cancer, prostate cancer, colorectal cancer. However, the evidence is still inconclusive, and more research is needed to fully understand the relationship between hormone exposure to food and cancer risk in humans. Sociological importance. Consumer preference and trust. Sociologically, the use of hormones in animals can erode consumers' trust in the food system. Many consumers express a preference for natural, hormone-free products due to concerns about health, animal welfare, and environmental sustainability. The widespread use of hormones in animal agriculture may undermine consumers' confidence and lead to shifts to consumption patterns towards organic or hormone-free products. Social justice and equity. The use of hormones in animal agriculture can exacerbate social inequalities, particularly in terms of access to safe and healthy food. Marginalized communities who may already face barriers to accessing nutritious food may be disproportionately affected by health risks associated with hormone-treated meat and dairy products. This raises concerns about social justice and equity in food systems. Community resistance and activism. Sociological studies have documented community resistance and activism against industrial agriculture practices, including the use of hormones in animals. Local residents, environmental activists, and advocacy groups often mobilize to oppose the expansion of factory farms and advocate for more sustainable and socially responsible agriculture practices. This resistance reflects broader social-cultural values related to environmental protection, community well-being, and food sovereignty. In summary, opposition to the use of hormones in animals in agriculture encompasses sociological concerns related to consumer trust, social justice, community resistance, cultural values, and public discourse. By examining these sociological dimensions, researchers can better understand the complex interplay of social, culture, and economic factors shaping agriculture practices and food systems. Current events against hormones. Human health concerns. Hormones used in agriculture, such as growth hormones and reproductive hormones, have raised concerns about their potential effects on human health when consumed through meat and dairy products. Critics argue that exposure to these hormones may disrupt humans' endocrine systems and contribute to health issues such as hormone-dependent cancers and early puberty. Animal welfare. The use of hormones in animal production is often associated with intensive farming practices which can lead to poor animal welfare conditions. Critics argue that the use of hormones to promote rapid growth or increase reproductive rates may exacerbate stress, disease, and suffering in animals. Environmental impact. Hormone use in animal agriculture can have environmental implications, including contamination to soil and water sources through hormone excretion from treated animals, as well as contributing to greenhouse gas emissions from intensive farming operations. Regulatory policy issues. Regulatory agencies in various countries have established guidelines and restrictions on the use of hormones in animal agriculture. Debates surrounding adequacy of these regulations, as well as calls from stricter controls or bans on hormone use, are ongoing. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, also known as the FDA, regulates the use of hormones in animal agriculture. Hormones such as estradiol, progesterone, testosterone, and zearalenol are approved for use in certain livestock species, primarily for growth promotion and reproductive purposes in cattle. However, the use of hormones in poultry and swine production is prohibited in the United States. Against hormone use on food animals. Conflicts. Increased risk of disease. Hormone treatments, particularly those used for growth promotion in intensive farming systems, can increase the risk of certain health problems in animals. For example, the rapid growth induced by growth promoting hormones may strain the animal's musculoskeletal systems, leading to conditions like lameness and joint disorder. Reproductive disorders. Hormonal treatment aimed at manipulating reproductive processes in animals can sometimes lead to reproductive disorders or irregularities. This can include issues such as infertility, miscarriages, or birth defects in offspring. Hormonal imbalance. Prolonged exposures to exogenous hormones can disrupt the natural hormonal balance within animals' bodies, potentially leading to metabolic imbalances, thyroid dysfunction, or other endocrine-related disorders. Altered wildlife behavior. Hormone residues released into the environment may affect wildlife populations, potentially altering reproductive behavior hormone levels while in wild animals exposed to contaminated habitats. Side effects of hormone use. In these images, you see a side by side of normal animals compared to animals that have been put on steroids. For example, this is a normal chicken at 5.5 weeks old, only weighing at 940 grams. And to the right of it is a hormone used chicken which weighs 2,900 grams at the same age as at 5.5 weeks old, which shows a big difference what farms and agricultural farms are using on animals just to help them grow bigger and just so they can mass produce them and use them quicker. On this side you see a normal grass-fed cow which looks healthy and lean, but not too lean. And on the right side you see a growth hormone with antibiotics and corn-fed cow, which obviously does not look healthy and looks overweight. And here you can see how the cow's uterus gets after using steroids and hormones. Alternatives for hormones. Improve nutrition. Providing animals with balanced diets tailored to their nutritional needs can enhance growth rates, reproduction, and overall health without need of hormonal interventions. High quality forages, grains, and supplements can support optimal growth and development while minimizing the risk health issues. Selective breeding. Selective breeding programs aim to develop animal breeds with desirable traits such as increased growth rates, disease resistance, and reproductive efficiency. Enhanced management practices. Implementing effective management practices such as optimizing housing conditions, reducing stress during transportation, and handling and implementing biosecurity measures can promote animal health and welfare while minimizing the need of hormonal interventions. Natural growth promoters. Some natural substances such as probiotics, prebiotics, organic acids, and plant extracts have been shown to promote growth and improve health in animals. These natural growth promoters can enhance nutrient utilizations, support gut health, and boost immunity without the use of synthetic hormones. Knowledge of material. Hormones used in animals and animal agriculture can have negative impacts on animal health and welfare. Growth promoting hormones such as steroids and synthetic growth promoters are often administered to livestock to accelerate growth and increase meat production. However, these hormones can lead to various health issues in animals, including musculoskeletal problems, reproductive disorders, and metabolic imbalances. Additionally, the intense farming practices associated with hormone use and exacerbate stress and discomfort for animals, leading to poor welfare outcomes. Hormone treatments can also disrupt natural hormonal balances with animals' bodies, potentially causing long-term harm. Furthermore, hormone residues excreted by treated animals can contaminate the environment, posing risks to ecosystems and wildlife. Overall, the use of hormones in animals agriculture raises significant concerns about the animal health, welfare, and environmental sustainability. Informed opinion. Hormones have been around for over a century, but people might not be too informed. Some people might have zero clue and might have consumed meat an animal that go through process receiving hormones. Hormones can only be dangerous towards animals, but also humans and our ecosystems.